गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पतः ऋन्वन्नोतिभिः सेदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यम्। भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यः एव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुते स्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ हरि ओम हरि ओम। We'll chant 11th mantra, page 559. स यथा सर्वासां अपां समुद्र एकायनम् एवं सर्वेषां स्पर्शानां त्वक् एकायनम् एवं सर्वेषां गन्धानां नासिके एकायनम् एवं सर्वेषां रसानां जिह्वा एकायनम् एवं सर्वेषां रूपाणां चक्षुः एकायनम् एवं सर्वेषां शब्दानां श्रोत्रम् एकायनम् एवं सर्वेषां संकल्पानां मन एकायनं सर्वासां विद्यानां हृदयम् एकायनम् एवं सर्वेषां कर्माणां हस्तौ एकायनम् एवं सर्वेषाम् आनन्दानाम् उपस्थ एकायनम् एवं सर्वेषां विसर्गाणां पायुरेकायनम् एवं सर्वेषाम् अध्वनां पादौ एकायनम् एवं सर्वेषां वेदानां वाक् एकायनम्. Our sorrows in our life is because of the wrong sense of incompleteness and trying to fulfill that incompleteness with the false world. Sorrow is always notional, misinterpretational rather than situational. Because I have wrongly thought myself to be incomplete because of something, because of the body, and therefore I go out in the world to make myself more complete with the false object and world. Whole Upanishad are trying on two areas, only two areas. One is to tell the completeness of the self, and second is to tell the mithyatva of the world. These are the two areas where you must be seeing Upanishads are after this goal. Because we have not thought and uh, without thinking, I have assumed something. So, teaching of this Upanishadic Vidya began in the fifth mantra, where Maharshi Yagyavalkya started talking to Maitreyi regarding the nature of the self and nature of the world, both. So, if somebody says, I did not get this, therefore I am sad. No, because he should not have gone to get it. First thing is that he should have understood, do I really need it for my own self to make me happy, to make me complete? First I put incompleteness on myself. First I put myself into limitation. Then I go out in the world and collect the things and beings to make myself full and complete. And when that effort is naturally, effort will never be successful because world is not a place to give you everything what you want, and then we come back as a more disturbed person. And therefore, Upanishads are trying to break both the notions in our intellect. It's an intellectual correction that we are aiming at. It is not the correction in the world. So he told the nature of the self in fifth and sixth verse that this whole idam sarvam yat ayam atma, that was a key line of sixth mantra. Whatever all this is self or atma. Then from 7th to 12th mantra, that manan portion is started. And manan portion means it is going to tell how the world is not independent. That means I see world is independent. ये सही रहता है, ऐसा नहीं है. You know why the world appears real? There are two, three strong reasons. The dream appears false because the dream which I saw, I will not see it again. And therefore, it is easy to understand that dream is false. You cannot get back that dream again. So it is much more convenient to say, okay, because it is not there, therefore it is false. But when we wake up, we see the same waking world again, same people again, same situations again, same sorrow and joy again. And therefore, the conviction that this world is real becomes more firm. But supposing you see the people every day differently, different person has come. Today, different husband has come. It won't happen, unfortunately. But today, different wife has come. So, so you will be. It is easier to think that this husband is false or wife is false because tomorrow she won't be seen. Or this will not be there. When you see something daily and regularly, including our body, if you see your body differently, every day another body comes up. One day, one body. Tomorrow you saw your face, another body came up. Another body is coming. So you'll be, while that body is there, you will find that it is false because it won't be there. And therefore, it is difficult to say that this is false. Number one point. Dream is very easy. But Yog Vashisht says one line. Ah, Yog Vashisht says that this world is also a long dream. That was a short dream, Dirgha Swapnam Imam Vidhi Dirgham Va Manurajyam. So this is a very long dream. And this being a long dream, this being a very long dream, so you are also going to lose it. Hmm. One more thing I'll say. That in this world, you cannot repeat experiences. You cannot repeat the experiences that you had. This is the first reason why the world doesn't appear false to us. Second reason why is it clear? Second reason why the world doesn't appear false is because I see it is not dependent on its existence for something. It is having an independent status. We feel, I'm not saying it's true. I see that this world is independent. I can say that the blueness of the sky is false because it is dependent on space. I can see that the bubble is false because it depends on the water. But I feel world is independent. It is going on without any effort. Everything is going on without anything. It is not that somebody is there or something is there which is prompting it. Hmm? Now, to remove those notions, these mantras are told. But it is not like that. World is not independently seen or independently existing. If the world was independently existing, then its experience will be without thought also. Because without thought you cannot experience the world, therefore it is dependent on thought. Yesterday also I gave the equation that if without x, y cannot be experienced, so y is dependent on x. याद आ रहा है? And therefore, if thought is not there, world is not there. If thought is there, world is there. Therefore, world is dependent on thought. If gold is not there, ornament is not there. If gold is there, ornament is there. Therefore, ornament is dependent on gold. Okay. If dream seer is not there, or dreamer is not there, dream world won't be there. Therefore, dream is dependent on dreamer, not dream seer. Dreamer is dependent on dream seer. I see independent status of the world. हमको लगता नहीं कि वर्ल्ड आत्मा पे डिपेंडेंट है. Nobody feels like that. Rather, I feel I'm dependent on the world. I feel for my existence I'm dependent on the world. What concept of Atma I have is totally different than what is there. I feel I'm moving, I'm talking, I'm a dependent person. I'm one who has enjoyed, suffered. World is needed to give me happiness. If world is not there, I won't be happy. If this person is not there, that person is not there. And therefore, Maharishi Yagyavalk has said that the Upadan Karan of the Jagat is the self. And therefore, he came in seventh mantra that the world is sthit. Seventh, eighth, ninth mantra by giving examples of the drum, of the shank, and of the veena. He told that as the voice of those things are dependent on the shanks or the veena, etc., therefore world is dependent on me for its existence. This was first point. And then in 10th mantra it was said that the world has come from the self. What example was there? Fire. That wet wood with the fire, and the sparks come out. Similarly, world has also come out from the self, although it doesn't appear to us. But if you think the world has come from the self, because self is of the nature of infinite, idam only can come from aham only. Now, after telling this, now in the next two mantras, the topic is that the world is going to be absorbed or dissolved in the self. This is in two mantras, 11th and 12th, which we have read. Please note my point. X dissolves in Y, but Y does not change. Generally, it should have increased. If I put one bucket of water in something, other water should increase by one bucket. But if X dissolves in Y, and X does not change, that means the X was false. So it is not a physical dissolution, rather it's a disappearance. Disappearance of illusion, disappearance of some appearance. Let us now see. I hope you have understood that. And another thing is that any effect will dissolve in its cause only. Effect will not dissolve in some other effect. Ornament can lose its shape in gold only. Ornament will not become mud to lose the shape. To lose the shape, ornament needs the gold only. In gold only it will lose the shape. And this is said here. So the whole world is going to lose shape. And 11th mantra is for Agyani and 12th mantra is for Videha Mukta. Dhyan dena. Why Agyani? 11th mantra is for Agyani. And 12th mantra is the one who has already liberated. Now let us see 11th mantra. Okay. The dream will lose itself into dream seer only. Dream will not lose itself in something else. Why? Because the very cause of the dream is the dream seer. Although it is a vivarti cause, but it is the cause. Sayatha. Sayatha. See the word here. मिल गया? Sayatha sarvasam apam samudra ek ayanam eva. Means what? Like the all the water bodies go and dissolve in the ocean. Sayatha sarvasam apam samudre ek ayanam. एक आयनम मतलब एकत्व प्राप्ति, लय स्थानम. इट डिजॉल्व्स, लय स्थानम. हाँ, एक आयनम मतलब अयति मतलब गच्छति. अयति गच्छति अस्मिन् इति एक आयनम. That which goes back into that. That is called एक आयनम. एक आयनम. स यथा सर्वासामपाम समुद्र एक आयनम. Full stop. Similarly what? एवं. देखो, सर्वेशाम स्पर्शानाम त्वक एकायनम. All the touches go back into common touch. Here skin means samanya sparsh. Please be careful. Sparshanam means common touch. Specific touch dissolves into common touch. Well, I don't understand. What is the meaning of common touch? Please be careful. When you are fast asleep, supposing you are fast asleep. Don't be fast asleep, suppose. When you get up, so first of all, pramata comes. Pramata. Pramata. One individual comes. Individuality comes. Ahamasmi. Sense of separate existence comes. Called Ahamasmi. Okay. That's, therefore, if person is there, if you is about to get up, or if you wake him, maybe he'll say, he may not open his eyes, but he is aware of his distinct self. Dhyan dena. After being aware of the distinct self, he goes to the sense organ. Second step. After going to the sense organ, then all the sense organ see the world. There are three steps. First is pramata appearance. Second is pramata taking the praman. And third is pramata through the praman getting the prameya. ये स्पष्ट हुआ. First is you become separate. You become aware of your separate existence. That is called pramata. Second step is you become aware of praman, eyes, ears, etc. That are means of knowledges. And through the pramata, through the praman, that pramata goes out in the world and sees Shabd Sparsh Roop Ras Gandh. It expands as it's. And now it has operated now. There is something called Drishti Srishtivad. Have you heard this name? Drishti Srishtivad means whole world is in one जीव only. एक जीववाद. एक जीव ने अपने अंदर पांचों प्रमाण को प्रेरित कर दिया. Please be careful. One जीव in himself, from himself 10 praman came. And please note, and in 10 praman, pramay came in praman. I'm not saying that eyes are seeing the world. Please be careful. I'm not saying that he is hearing after he is aware of the praman, then he hears the world. I am saying these praman projected the world. मुश्किल होगा लेकिन आपको सुनना पड़ेगा. I'm repeating it now. I'm saying because this is a watch. If the vritti of seeing is not there, this watch is not seen. And therefore, this watch will not be different than the vritti. Chakshu vritti, other than chakshu vritti, this watch will not be different. Again, it will become difficult. Please hear that. कि मांडू कह रहा है. If ornament can exist without gold, then it is different than the gold. But because it cannot exist without that, therefore it is not different than the gold. So this object called the flower, आज flower भी रखा है, this object called flower is not different than the chakshu vritti, because without that chakshu vritti, this flower cannot be seen. That means my chakshu vritti is expressing as this flower. My shabd vritti is expressing as the world of sound. Karana vritti is expressing as world of sound. Chakshu vritti is expressing as world of form. Tvak vritti is expressing as world of touch. My jihva vritti is expressing as world of taste. And my smell vritti is expressing as world of smell. Chakshu vritti is the one which is seeing through eyes. Which is seeing through eyes. Chakshu is not. Indri is a vritti rupa. Sense organ is on vritti here. All vrittis are here which is projecting here. इसको दृष्टि सृष्टिवाद बोलते हैं, ध्यान देना. It is not Srishti Drishtivad. Srishti Drishtivad is world is there and then world came. Drishti Srishtivad means that the world is seen because I am there. Otherwise, world does not have its existence because I am projecting the world. अरे रुको भाई, ईश्वर कहां से आ गया? ईश्वर दृष्टि से अतिरिक्त नहीं है. ईश्वर मेरा ही आत्मा का ही रूप है. There is no creator of the world. In me only world is created. Like in the dream. You are making the dream. You are projecting the dream. Without you, dream won't be there. Oh, I did not know so difficult it was. आपसे ही दुनिया आई. ऐसा नहीं कि दुनिया अलग है. अगर दुनिया अलग होती तो आपके बिना, वृत्ति के बिना भी अनुभव में आती. If world was separate than the thought, then world would be experienced without the thought. This is a watch and this is a flower. These two things are separate. If I don't keep the watch still, flower can be experienced. The experience of flower is not dependent on the watch. An experience of watch is not dependent on the flower, because these two things are totally independent. But if two things are not independent and one is the cause of other, then if you take away the cause, the effect will not be seen, because the world of forms or world of ear is nothing but that vritti. Therefore, without this vritti, I cannot see the world or cannot experience the world. Well, I can't experience, but others can experience. Others can experience that you are only knowing because you are experiencing. I give you the example. Once I slept in the dream. I'm not saying I slept and then had the dream. Please be careful. In the deep sleep, in the dream, I was dreaming. And I said, I'm very tired, let me go to the bed. And slept in the dream. Deep sleep, I mean. Deep sleep in the dream. I'm asking you this question. When I was having deep sleep in the dream world was not experienced. Because I was not there. The thought was not there. And when I got up, the work has been already done. The dream work, I asked somebody to do the work, and after the dream, after I got up in the dream, he has completed the work. Although while I was sleeping, there was no experience of the world in the dream. That person was not there at all, but he did the work. पता नहीं बोले, I don't know what you are talking, only you are talking. समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. आ रहा है? चलिए बधाई आपको. Here point is, whatever is the experienced world is not different than the thought. It is not that I am dependent on that experience, rather that experience thing is dependent on my thought. And therefore, if this thought is not there, the world won't be there. Dissolution, this is called dissolution prakriya. So there are prameys dependent on the praman, praman is dependent on the pramata, and pramata dissolves in the self. And when it comes out, so Pramata comes out and Pramata projects the Praman and Praman projects the Prameya. Here, this is what is said here. Okay. Well, but I'm very sad because you have chosen to be sad. There was choice. There was choice not to be sad. So yatha. बोले इतना मुश्किल मुश्किल क्या केवल जी. If I get him, I'll scold him. Because of you, we are suffering so much in the camp. हैं? आएगा धीरे धीरे. इसको बोलते हैं दृष्टि सृष्टिवाद. In the drishti and in Mandukya, this is the prakriya. It is also called ek jeevad. ध्यान देके सुनना आप. That only one jeev is there in the srishti. All jivas are in the one jeev. इसको दृष्टि सृष्टिवाद बोलते हैं. Other is called srishti drishtivad. That world was made. Huh? Then in the world, the jeev came in somebody. Then he identified with that. This is called srishti drishtivad. Well, which one is correct? दोनों ही सही है. प्रक्रिया है. दृष्टि सृष्टि is little difficult to understand. सृष्टि दृष्टि is easier because we can easily say that world is here. यहाँ difficult हो जाता है. This is दृष्टि सृष्टि. ध्यान देना इस बात को आप. I am touching this flower. हाँ. Vedanta says you are not touching it. That you are only having experience of thought of flower. There is nothing called object. There is only the thought of the object. आएगा फिर टॉपिक. इट विल डाइग्रेस बट आई विल कम टू दैट. दोनों ही ठीक है. नॉट दैट कि वन प्रक्रिया इज रॉन्ग अदर इज राइट. ऐसा नहीं है. दोनों प्रक्रिया की अपनी ब्यूटी है. प्रक्रिया मीन्स द वे टू नो सम थिंग्स. सो दिस इज वन मॉडस ऑपरेंडी दैट दे हैव फाउंड. अभी आएगा. स्लोली वी विल सी. हियर व्हाट इज द मैटर. क्या मैटर है? वो कह रहे हैं कि थॉट ऑफ वर्ल्ड यू डिवाइड इनटू thought of all indriya. Thought of eyes, world of forms, world of hand, world of love. And what is saying that while the person is going to sleep, this thought goes back into sense organ. Sense organ go back into pramata, and pramata goes back into the self and dissolves in its old cause. And therefore, if something dissolves in the consciousness, that means that must be the cause of all. This is what they want to say. If the ocean water dissolve, that means the water is the cause of ocean. Sorry, what is the ocean is the cause of what? River. They say world of form etc. dissolve in the sense organ. Sense organ dissolve in the pramata, knower. Knower dissolve in the consciousness. Therefore, everything is dissolving in the consciousness, and therefore consciousness must be the cause of all. And without changing, and therefore all the world of pramata, prame, and pramad, they must be forced to dissolve in the self because self is not changing at all. This is the point written there. I hope you have understood that. Well, hope what? I did not understand. Now let us see that. Please see. Sarvesham sparshanam twak ek ayanam. I hope you have got it. Sarvesham sparshanam. Of all the, when it is said Sarvesham sparshanam, it means what? Vishesh Shabd gets resolved into Samanya Shabd. Sorry, Sparsh. It is like that. It is like 100 times I give the example. And Vishesh Shabd gets absorbed into Samanya Shabd. Samanya Shabd or Sparsh gets resolved into experiencer of that. An experiencer gets resolved into consciousness. This is the process. Specific Shabd dissolves into general Shabd. General Shabd dissolves into experiencer. Experiencer dissolves into consciousness. Four steps are there. And therefore, I gave the example also. When you are wide awake, which you are, I hope, so you will always distinctly hear the words, what I am saying. But as it is going into dissolution, all words jumble up. It has gone become Samanya Shabd. And therefore, if you are about to sleep, so all words will appear as one word. Like that it will be there. Some sound will be there. It is called Samanya Shabd. Means and it will become slower and slower. Like that will be sounding. You all must have experienced. You are seeing me as if only I experience. But if you hear some recording, or sometime you are listening online, these things are very common. This is good in online. You can sleep well. It goes. And ultimately this that I am listening, this also goes. अब फिर तो जो आनंद आता है ये आप वो लीन हो गया. Words, thoughts have absorbed. Our problem is I see as a flower and I am different. I don't understand this is a thought of flower. Thought of flower cannot be different than flower. If thought of flower was different than flower, flower could be obtained without the thought. भैया पकड़ो इस बात को. Flower could be obtained without the thought, but you cannot obtain flower without the thought. You will have no experience. Nobody can say that without the thought I'm experiencing the flower. Wow. If you are saying that without the thought I'm experiencing the flower, then I can say world is different, thought is different. But I am saying here, without the thought, you have never experienced the flower. Therefore, this flower is not but a modified thought is there. So there is a thought world of form, thought world of shabd, thought world of sparsh, thought world of gandh. Some people in the COVID lost their smelling power. अच्छा ही अच्छा है. You know, in the old age, they lose their sense organ of ear. Ear and eyes, these two are lost. But taste, nobody loses. कि बुढ़े हो गए स्वाद नहीं आता. क्यों? वो स्वाद इंद्री खत्म हो गई. कर्ण इंद्री खत्म हो जाती, आंख खत्म हो जाती, लेकिन स्वाद इंद्री नहीं खत्म होती. माया ने काफी कमाल किया, वरना हम लोग बच जाते. The world of thought, I'm repeating it. Thought world of shabd, thought world of sparsh, thought world of roop, thought world of ras, thought world of gandh. When a person is going to sleep, thought world will go into respective sense organ, and respective sense organ will go into holder of that sense organ called pramata or identity, and that identity will go back into the self. That means all the world has gone in the self. And therefore, the cause of the world, because the world is dissolving into the self, therefore, cause of the world will be self. This is what is Layasthanam. If it is not clear, you can discuss among each other. It will take some little time. बोले नहीं, internal is clear. How this is the thought? ये है difficult point. आपने इतनी आसानी से बोल दी ये थॉट है, ये भी थॉट. आई अंडरस्टैंड, बट दिस इज थॉट, दिस जस्ट इज अ थॉट. Thought of touch is there. It is not, you are not touching. This is a thought of touch is there. And therefore, this particular mantra is following the same process. देखो आप क्या बोलते हैं. सर्वेशाम स्पर्शानाम त्वक एक अयनम एव. This is the word ekayanam. Ekayanam means lay sthanam. The where, so all the sparsh have dissolved into twag ek ayanam. That means into the sense organ or the samanya sparsh. Ayati gachati asmin. Where everything goes is called ayanam. After that, full stop. फिर सुनो आप. सर्वेशाम गंधानाम नासिके. Nasike, because two nostrils are there. Ek ainam. All the world of smell has gone into the samanyagandh called the sense organ of nose. Sarvesham rasanam. Jihva ek ainam. Jihva. That means all the world of thought of ras has gone into samanya ras called the rasendriya. Full stop. Sarvesham Rupanam. Sarvesham, all the forms, world of, I'm repeating it, I'm not saying world of forms, I'm saying world of thought of form has gone back into the one called Indriya, called eyes. That means Samanya Roop. फिर से देखो. एवं सर्वेशाम इस शब्दानाम, world of thought of words has gone into samanya called ear. Similarly, ये sense organ of perception हो गया. फिर सर्वेशाम संकल्पानाम. संकल्प means visualization, fancies. That has gone into mana ekainam. मन में चली गई सारी बात. पर शांत है, मन में लीन हो गया, मन में लीन हो गया. सर्वासाम विद्या नाम. यार विद्या मीन्स बुद्धि. Vidya means all the intellectual knowledges. Hriday means buddhi. Hridayam ekainam. All has gone into intellect. ये दो लिया उन्होंने अंतःकरण में, मन और बुद्धि. सर्वेषाम कर्मणाम. कर्मणाम, not कर्मणाम. कर्मणाम. That means all the work that you did through hand, which was only a thought, has gone into samanya thought called hand. Hastau ek ainam. Hastau. Full stop. Evam sarvesham anandanam upastha ek ainam. All the conjugal blisses have gone into the genitals, sense organ called genital. All the thought of the anand. Here, sarvesham visarganam. All the evacuation thought has gone into payu, in the thought of anus. Sarvesham dhvananam, adhvananam, all kind of travels which you did by feet, they have gone into padau, feet, ek ainam. No? Huh? Adhvananam is travels, rasta, path, adhvana. Huh? Evacuation. Anus, throwing away the waste. Visarg. That is called Visarganam. सर्वेषां विसर्गानां पायुः एक ऐनम, सर्वेषां अध्वरानां पादौ एक ऐनम. Please note all the sense organs of action. सर्वेषां वेदानां वाक् एक ऐनम. All the world of thought of his speech has gone into sense organ of his speech. It has gone into Pramata. Pramata has gone back into the cell, and therefore whole world has gone in yourself. Wah 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 wah. और आप जो है all the effect has got back into the cause. Note without changing the effect. ये कमाल है साहब. And therefore whole world less than was the self. बोले thank God पूरा हो गया ये. So initially it was Jnanendriya, then the Man Buddhi, then the Karmendriya. बोले अच्छा चलो ठीक है. ठीक ही है, अब आई गए तो सुनना ही पड़ेगा. When camp, Bal Vihar camp was going on, the teacher asked, what is common among all of us? One boy got up. He said, we are all caught up and suffering from the same camp. So that child was very naughty. So this is about Ajnani. Please match this from Ajat Shatru asking Gargya where the jeev goes in the deep sleep. If you remember that, don't forget Ajat Shatru. And he waking somebody and asking Garg where he has gone. And ultimately the jeev had gone in that consciousness. And from there it comes. And remember, not changing. Generally, we think maybe my body, I am different and I have slept in my own personal self. There is nothing called personal self. Whole world has gone in you, including the thought of this body. As per Vedanta, your body is a thought. Shabd Sparsh Roop Rasgan. It is not something tangible. This is one point. Manduk is a classic Dakshinamurti Stotra. Drishti Srishtivad. Manduk Karika is there. Someday I'll discuss both and say what is the difference, why this is mentioned. Now let us see the Jivan Videha Mukt portion, how he dissolves. Videha Mukt. This is in 12th mantra. Videha Mukt. Please repeat page number 564. स यथा सैन्द्वखिल्य उदके प्रास्त उदकम एव अनुविलीयेत न अस्य उत्ग्रहणाय इव स्यात् यतो यतः त्वादिदित त्वाददित लवणम एव एवं वा अरे इदं महद्भूतम् अनन्तमपारं विज्ञान घन एव एतेभ्यः भूतेभ्यः समुत्थाय तानि एव अनुविनश्यति न प्रेत्य संज्ञास्ति इति अरे ब्रवीमि इति होवाच याज्ञवल्क्यः Yagyavalkya. Now, beautiful portion of Videha Mukti is there. आप enjoy करो इसको. It's not necessary that you'll understand and appreciate immediately, but enjoy it. Well, what enjoy it? I'm not understanding how it became thought. Don't worry. As much I am suffering, nobody knows. So, sa yatha sendhu akhilam. This is example of Jivan Mukti. What is the difference between Jivan Mukti and the Jivan Mukti? This is Videha Mukti rather. Videha Mukti. Jivan Mukti means you know the self and you are still living as the self. Hmm. Videha Mukti means you are not coming back after the experience of the self. He is not in the body. He is not having the body. Not that after realization people will not have body. Then nobody will realize. बोले मर जाएंगे तब. So it is not that. He is not having the body. So, two cases are there. When he knows the self and still he has the body. This is called Jivan Mukti. Other is there, he has known the self and his body is not there and his subtle body has dissolved into Hiranyagarbha. Body has dropped, but he has not passed away. Please note, therefore we don't use the word passed away from Mahatma. Because the subtle body doesn't go and travel like other person is there. For everybody, generally when you say he passed away, that means his subtle body goes from this body to another body. Therefore, he has passed away. But Jnani does not pass away. There is no subtle body to pass away. Subtle body has gone and merged into Hiranyagarbha. And gross body has anyway got into the five elements. And his causal body has merged into Maya. So Veshti has merged into Samashti. He is called Videha Mukt. What was Jivan Mukt? Now he is called Videha Mukt. Because he is not having the body back to experience the world. He is not experiencing the world. Other person, other jeev, when he passes away, because of his ignorance, he will search for another body. Because he has causal body, subtle body, vasanas, agyan, all are alive. He has karma phal. Therefore, he searches another body. Again, he opens the whole shop of doership, enjoyership, relatives, and again he starts. But the Videha Mukti will not start. There is no one there after that. There is no liver of any life. Well, I have not experienced the world. There is nobody to experience the world. बोले फिर वापस नहीं आएंगे. नहीं. कौन आएगा? कोई है नहीं. बोले हमें नहीं बनना है ऐसा. I want to come back and see some people. This is because we are attached to certain things. Videha Mukti, you won't come back. यद गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम न तस्य पुनरावर्तते. ब्रह्म सूत्र. अरे भाई, why will he come back? There is no entity remaining to come back. That is falsified. There is no desire remaining. There is no desire remaining. There is no entity remaining to come back. Sab khatam. There is nobody to come back. You come back because of your entity having vasana and karmphal. He is not coming back. Huh. Huh. So, okay, we can ask question later on. So let us now see. Sayatha. You can ask questions if you have. Write down the question. Sayatha. There's the ocean now. Sandokilya. Sandva means lump of salt. That सेंधा नमक. एक सेंधा नमक होता है. हालांकि उसका तो माउंटेन होता है. सेंधा नमक has some kind of mountain of that. सेंधा नमक का. But this is namak from the Sindhu. That which has come from Sindhu is called Sandva. This is the name of a salt. It so happened some heat came somewhere. Some water of the ocean came out, and some heat was there. So that water crystallized to become a salt. That is became a lump of salt. It is called Swayanda Khilya. Khilya means crystal. Udike Prasta. Prast means dropped. So please go and get my point. Supposing there is one salt lump of salt. इतने बड़े बड़े salt lump भी हो सकते हैं, which is not powdered. It can be big lump of salt. Salt rock हो सकता है. Udke prast. Udke means water. Seventh case. Prast means dropped. Supposing somebody drops the lump of salt in the water, then what happens? Udkam ev anuviliyate. It merges into the salt. So water and salt are non-separable. Okay. So na ha asya, not hasya. Na, well, somebody is laughing seeing this. No. Na ha plus asya. तुम्हारे जैसे संस्कृत पढ़ने वाले आ जाएं तो पाणिनि will reappear to beat you. न ह प्लस अस्य न हस्य उद्ग्रहणाय समर्थ स्यात्. Nobody can bring the salt back from the water. न ह अस्य उद्ग्रहणाय. उद्ग्रहणाय means bringing it back. फिर से उसमें से निकाल देना. उत मतलब नीचे से ऊपर निकाल देना. Ut always is from bottom to top. Ut ऊपर उठ जाना. Nobody can take the salt out after it has dissolved. I hope you are following each word. Syat. Samartha you can add. Naha asya udgrahanaya samartha syat. He is not able to take it out. I hope you are following it. अरे भाई ठीक है, कहना क्या चाहते हैं आप? Wait. Salt डाला, नहीं निकाल पा रही. Wait. Yatah. Yata tu. It is a two word. Adadita. This is the word adadita. Lavan yatah tu adadita. Those who are Sanskrit students, you can just see adadita. So what is there after that? Lavanam adadita. Lavanam evam va aredam. Wherever he takes the hand to take out the salt, only he will wherever he will pick, there will only salt water will be seen. Evam eva. नहीं समझ में आया. Salt has been put in the water. In the water, it got dissolved. Now, anywhere he is trying to pick up that salt, he is not able to get the salt. At the most, he can have salt water. अरे भाई, I understood what we want to say. So, yataha. Yataha. Tu adadita. Lavanam eva. Evam va are idam. Evam vai. In the same manner. What in the same manner? Salt Whole ocean of salt is the general consciousness, and this Jeev Bhav is the particular consciousness where a specific consciousness है, which I am doing, I am living, I am son of such, I am daughter, I am working there, I have done so much, I am a very industrious person, I am a diligent but not intelligent, I work hardly, he works hard. These These concepts are there about me. I was born. I'll die. He is my son. She is my daughter. She is my second wife. Your first marriage? No, only first marriage. But then I say, because she thought two times. She is my wife. I am the husband. I have done lot of work in this world. I am not an ordinary person. I have visited many countries. I am very hard worker. I made a house there. Where? In Saket. Saket, you build house. No, in Delhi I'm talking. In Delhi, Saket is there. हम तो छोटे मोटे समझ रहे काम को अपनी तो समझते हो एवरी वर्क आई डू वेरी थॉरली परफेक्शनिस्ट आई एम perfect notes I write perfectly I put on the clothes this is called lump of salt बेचारा ऐसे से जा रहा था और ये अपना लंब बढ़ा रहा था बोले I got married my family is increasing my house is increasing whole life was attachment increasing extending process you increased your attachment and then you are happy I was attached to small house now I have a bigger house I was attached to only wife now I have children also I was attached to children now I have grandson also आपने attachment बढ़ाने को लोग success बोलते हैं but in between one Swamiji came Swami Oshananand Samudranand Sagaranand came Sagaranand said to this lump of salt he said that Mr. Salt देखो तुम जो हो you are not this body you are the one which is seeing this body you are not the crystallized form of consciousness you are a total consciousness you are not conditioned in time and space you are not one individual first of all differentiate from dehatma bhav come to jivatma bhav you have come and gone from the body all these things are foreign which one all what you are saying my this will be kept here you are different from that and that jeev is nothing but the consciousness you are drishta दृगेव न तो दृश्यते यू आर दृष्टा और कर्ता यू आर वन परमानेंट आई और टेम्परेरी आई बोले permanent eye if permanent eye is there lot of temporary eyes are there in you I am working I am sleeping I am sad today I am very happy yesterday I was this of all eyes one eye is seeing how can you be many you can be only one how can you mixture of jada and chetan you are shuddha chetan बोले हाँ बात तो ठीक है स्वामी जी you go आत्मा वारे श्रोतव्य मंतव्य निदिध्यासितव्य and ultimately he found that I am that ocean of consciousness and not crystal of consciousness this is called dissolving I hope you have but in this case because he merges into the total consciousness merging is intellectual not physical it's a cognitive merging not that physical merging is there and what is the nature in which he merges mahad bhutam anantam aparam vigyan ghanam eva I hope you are seeing this Mahat Bhutam means eternal principle. Anantam means infinite. Aparam means limitless. So this is absolute reality. I am seeing each word. And what is there? Vigyan Ghanam. Shakarkan Ghanam. Ghanam means Kand. There is no differentiation of knower known. There is only one knowledge. Ahamasmi. One all pervading consciousness is there. So he has seen entire prapanch is mithya, jad pachan, and there is nothing existing. Consciousness alone is. Specific consciousness is not there. Oh, I hope you're understanding. Now what happened? Etebhya bhutebhya samuthaya. And therefore, please note, when he lifts any part, he sees only the water, salty water. Any experience this Gyani has, only experience of consciousness is there. This is the Dristant. Don't forget Darstant. We see from ego angle. And when this is Jivan Mukti became Jivan Mukti. अरे भाई जीवन मुक्ति के बाद फिर विद्या मुक्ति आएगी ना आर्य विद्या मुक्ति रुक जाओ विद्या मुक्ति हो जाएगी विद्या मुक्ति मीन्स नॉट कमिंग बैक इनटू द बॉडी Jivan Mukti are coming back into the body and seeing still the body as false and is still as if he is living. He is not living. As if he is acting. As if he is talking. But he has become Jivan Mukt. Etebhya bhutebhya sama. यहाँ जीवन मुक्त हो गया ये एतेभ्य भुक्ते means after the death, after leaving the body. Samuthaya means getting out of this Panch Mahabhut. Getting out of that Panch Mahabhut, Tani eva, see the word here, Tani eva anuvinashyati. So, what happens? Tani eva anuvinashyati means what? Means what? All that separation, subtle body, ahankar, gross body. With the gross body, subtle body also dies. Ordinary person only gross body passes away. God, but his subtle body also goes away. Tani eva, tani, along with the BMC. BMC means body mind complex. Specific consciousness, specific identity also is over. For ordinary person, he passes. His separate subtle body and causal body and ahankar and vasna, he goes out with the bag and searches another house. But he, along with the gross body, subtle body, consciousness, vasna, anuvinashyati, सब खत्म हो गया इसका. इसको बोलते हैं विदेह मुक्ति हो गई है. अच्छा, हाँ, न प्रेत्य संज्ञा अस्ति इति. न प्रेत्य मीन्स मरणम अनंतरम. After the Maranam, after the subtle body has left, functional awareness or transactional awareness is not there. That I am there. Na pretya sangya na asti. Na asti. Iti are bravimi hovacha yagivalkaya. Transactions come with transactional ahankar, awareness. But transaction and transactional awareness end with body mind complex, and so this is the praman of chidabhas coming and going. This is a unique portion of the Upanishad. This chidabhas is also reflected consciousness is also not there, right? Medium of reflection is not there. For ordinary person, he has gone. Then he will take another womb. Again he will be coming out. So this is the shlok mantra for Videha Mukti. Last one, both dissolved, but that dissolves to come back. And this dissolved not to come back. That was natural. This was cultural. That was Prakritikrit. This was Gyankrit. That was ignorance. Because of ignorance, he goes back. Nidrakar vritti came. But this here, he had to create Brahmakar vritti. There's a difference here. We will see it more in our next class. These two mantras are important, and therefore, less thanam of the whole world is the Atma. This was the point mentioned. Please revise it. We will see you again in the next class. Please sit straight. 'Shift the attention from world to thought. From the thought, come to holder of thought called particular I. There is an I which thinks I am working, I am sad, I am happy, I have been rewarded, I have been cheated. Please see this wrong I. This bag of this wrong I is called ego. In this bag of wrong I, lot of memories are there with each I. I am that consciousness which was never absent, which has never changed. Mind will run See it as a thought and not the object. Be careful, alert. Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha Hari Om